Hi everyone, my name is Mary Murphy, and this will be my chapter 4 summary of the Now Discover Your Strengths book. So this particular chapter 4, it went into really great detail about all 34 of the themes of the Strength Finder. It really went in detail about all of the characteristics, the strengths, and even some downfalls, I would say, of each characteristic. And this was really interesting and very beneficial to read about and to really see a different perspective. So I really enjoyed this and I thought it was very interesting. So for this little chapter recap, I thought I would go through and highlight 3 of the ones that I thought were particularly interesting. So I'm going to start with the achiever. So this was the first one I read about and I thought it was very fascinating. So this achiever, it kind of helps explain your drive. And I do also want to say these aren't ones that I particularly resonate myself with, but I do find them to be really interesting, and there may be even things that I want to work on or work towards. So the achiever, you are driven for success every day of the week, and no matter how you feel. And I really like that. They really highlighted, no matter how you feel, even if you have a bad day, you are going to get up and you are going to go do what it takes to get your dreams accomplished, which I really did like that they highlighted that. And they describe an internal fire that's inside of you that pushes you to achieve more and just keep going and going. So then after each achievement that you have, your fire, it might dwindle for just like a little bit, maybe like a moment in time they describe, but very soon it seems to just keep rekindling itself. So the achiever, seem to be a very passionate person about what you want to get done, and you will do what it takes to get there. So you're relentless for achievement, though they do say it may not always be logical. And I do like how they really pointed out that it might not even be logical. And you might do things that really feel silly, like working at all hours, working when you're sick, on holidays and all of that stuff. It might seem silly. So I do like that they pointed that out, and they said that you need to, as an achiever, work on having a really strong work-life balance, which of course is very something that's needed for everybody. So the next strength that I want to talk about is consistency. And I liked this one, and they described that consistency is the balance, and it's the key in your life. So if you have this one, or you find yourself needing the consistency as your strength, you really focus on treating people the same each time, no matter the situation. So they really stress this in the book, and they talked about even if the person might feel down or if they're really happy, you need to really consistently treat them and ask them to do the same things that you would normally ask them no matter what. So unfair advantages like network connections and stuff like that, and people getting jobs because of connections and stuff, those advantages in life, they truly bother you and upset you if you possess this kind of strength. So I do like that they pointed that out too, because I sometimes find that kind of annoying as well, especially if the person is more qualified. I can understand how that would be really hard, and you would strive for some kind of consistency in the background. So I do get that. And you believe people thrive in a really consistent environment, an environment where people know what is expected. And they gave an example of misusing power, and how, of course, people who possess this will not be doing that, and they won't be, of course, if you're like a boss, you won't be parking in a spot, that's not yours. And then I want to talk about ideation. And this one is that you are fascinated by different ideas and just ideas in general, and you are delighted when you discover beneath the complex surface, and an elegantly simple concept to explain why things are the way that they are. So I really like the way that they describe that. And your mind is always looking for just a different connection to things. And an idea is just a new perspective on familiar challenges. And I really also like that they included that as well. So all of these were things that I thought were particularly interesting. Thank you so much for watching.